Why your brain deletes happy memories first shorts. Right now, deep inside your brain, your hippocampus is quietly deleting your happiest memories first. And the neuroscientists who discovered this admit they have no way to switch it off. It isn't erasing memories at random. It's making choices. And research shows the warm, ordinary joys, a laugh with your dad, a lazy Sunday, the day nothing went wrong, are usually first in line to go. But high performers have found one way to interrupt this process. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what it is. Think about the last genuinely happy moment you had. Not a big milestone, a small one, a quiet dinner, a joke that made you cry laughing. Right now, your brain is already deciding whether that memory gets to stay. Every night while you sleep, your hippocampus replays the day's events and hands them off to long-term storage, but it doesn't treat every memory equally. It ranks them. And the ranking system was never built to protect your happiness. It was built to protect your life. So the mundane joy, the feeling with no threat attached, gets flagged as low priority. Which means somewhere in your skull tonight, a piece of your best day is already fading before you've even had the chance to fully feel it. Here's what's actually happening. Your amygdala, the brain's threat detector, tags every experience with an urgency score the moment it happens. Fear, danger, embarrassment, those get stamped, high priority, and sent to the hippocampus for deep, reinforced storage. Calm contentment doesn't get that stamp. It gets filed as background noise. Then during deep sleep, your hippocampus replays the day in fast forward, strengthening the connections attached to the highest scores and letting the low priority ones drift. This is called synaptic pruning, and it's brutally efficient. It clears out clutter to make room for tomorrow, but it can't tell the difference between clutter and a memory you'd give anything to keep. A near miss on the freeway gets locked in for years. The way your kid laughed at breakfast might not survive the week. Your brain isn't malfunctioning. It's optimizing for a version of survival that has nothing to do with joy. Neuroscientists who study memory consolidation will tell you, off the record, that there's no known way to manually raise a memory's priority score after the fact. Once the amygdala undertags something as low threat, the hippocampus treats it as disposable. Researchers can watch this happen in real time on a scan, and they still can't intervene. There's no drug, no supplement, no hack that reaches into that ranking system and says, keep this one. The official position is sobering. Emotional memory prioritization is largely involuntary. It happens below the level of conscious control while you sleep without your permission. Which means the moments you'd protect most, the ones that made you who you are on your best days, are the ones your own brain considers least worth keeping. And here's the part that flips the standard advice on its head. Everyone tells you to savor the moment, to sit in gratitude and just feel the happiness. But passive savoring barely moves the needle, because feeling good isn't the same signal as feeling threatened. Some memory researchers now believe that trying to relive a happy memory purely by feeling it again can actually speed up its fade, because you're reinforcing the emotion instead of the memory's structure. The brain doesn't file things away based on how good they felt. It files them based on how much retrieval effort you put in, which means the gratitude journaling you've been told to do might be doing almost nothing at all. Here's the rule high performers actually use, and it comes from something called memory reconsolidation. Every time you deliberately retrieve a memory, not just feel it, but actively recall specific details, that memory becomes temporarily unstable, chemically reopened for editing. In that narrow window, whatever you attach to it gets resaved with the memory, including a higher priority tag. High performers exploit this within 24 to 48 hours of a good moment. They don't just think that was nice. They deliberately narrate it, what they saw, what was said, what it smelled like, the exact sequence of events, out loud or in writing. That act of detailed, effortful recall forces the amygdala to retag the memory as significant, because effortful retrieval mimics the same neural signature as threat-relevant importance. It's a loophole. You're not fighting the ranking system. You're feeding it false urgency on purpose, and the hippocampus can't tell the difference between manufactured importance and real danger. So tonight, before you fall asleep, pick one good moment from today. Don't just smile about it. Rebuild it. Say out loud or write down exactly what happened in order with sensory detail, sounds, temperature, the specific words someone used. Do this within 48 hours of it happening every time something good occurs. That narrow reconsolidation window is the only known way to manually override what your hippocampus was about to quietly discard while you slept. But the hippocampus isn't working alone. There's another structure sitting right beside it, deciding in advance which memories are even worth sending there at all. And what it's been secretly filtering out of your childhood might be the most disturbing part of this entire system.